Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey. I'm a graphic designer and a brand designer, and today I'm going to be answering some of your frequently asked questions. So I get a lot of questions from YouTube and from Instagram just about my history with graphic design, how I got started with my business, and just everything in between, really. I love answering questions. I love connecting with people and helping people get into this industry. So I am so excited to share all the details with these today. As always, these are just my answers to these questions. These are either from my own experiences and things like that, or it's from my opinion on these things as well. But I know that there are many different paths to get somewhere. No one's experience looks the same. So I do want you to remember that all these answers are just from my experience only, and your experience with it could be very different. I am always happy to help answer more questions too, so feel free to leave a comment down below or shoot me a message over on Instagram, and I am so happy to help. So the first question is, did you go to college for what you do, or are you self-taught? I did go to college for it. I got a BFA in graphic design, and I did a emphasis on communications design, so that's just more so the print side of things. But I did learn a little bit of everything while I was there. Experience with advertising design, brand design, motion design, print design, packaging design, web design. There's so many different areas of design, and I have other videos that dive deep into that. Basically, I did go to college. I learned a lot from it, and I had a really great experience there. So the next question is, would you say it was difficult to study as graphic designer as a student? Guessing that just means, was graphic design a hard area to study? This question is hard to answer because graphic design is always what you put into it. A project is never really done. There was a lot of critiques. There was a lot of art classes to even get through the steps to begin doing the graphic design courses. So it did take a little bit of patience. And again, I did have critiques with every class, so everyone would review my work and give me feedback, which is kind of hard to do at first, but then you kind of learn that that's the process, and now I really welcome feedback. That's a huge area of design that you just have to get comfortable with and know it's not ever a personal attack on you. It's just to help your work get better. And so graphic design just took a lot of dedication in college to complete and do, which a lot of degrees do. College can be really hard, but if you're passionate about it, and that's something that graphic design was so easy to be passionate about and really love what you're doing. I had a lot of great people I was surrounded by that was also passionate about graphic design, so it made it easy to want to pursue that area and to finish my degree and just have people around me that supported me, I guess, with it. Next, I'm going to talk about my business and the skills that come along with that. So first up is, how did you come across this business? I started my business as a brand designer because I wanted a creative outlet. I was doing a lot of brand design work at the creative studio I was at, but I was finding myself not being able to really lead the design process because I was newer, I was still learning things, and I wanted to be able to try out new trends. I wanted to keep up with my skills and things like that. So I just started to share my work on Instagram, and then from there I had people reaching out on wanting to see if I could be hired for work and things like that, and then just kept kind of snowballing into more of a business. It was definitely not something that happened overnight, and it's still something that I'm growing and working on. So it does take a lot of patience, but it's so much fun. I love working with small business owners. I love hearing people's stories and hearing what their product's about, or what their business is about, or what they're passionate about. And it's overall just really exciting, and I love what I do every day. How did you learn how to do everything you do? Creating social strategies, graphic design, building brand identities. So I learned how to do everything from college again. I had a lot of great classes, from drawing courses that taught me just how to do the simplest of sketches to having those advertising design courses where I learned the ins and outs of advertising and also developed the skills in the programs I use, which are just the Adobe Suite programs. I focus on Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe InDesign, Adobe Lightroom, Premiere, and After Effects. So that's initially how I learned how to do the graphic design side of things. For social strategies, I learned how to do that basically as I was going along the way. It's a little bit of being self-taught, from growing my own social media platform to just knowing how to do art direction and just exposure to different things. So again, I had an internship at an advertising agency, which we did a lot of social strategies and things like that for clients. So I learned a lot that way. And then also at the creative studio, we did the same type of thing where we were doing social strategy for people. So I was working with copywriters and photographers and things like that. So I developed the skills that way, but I continuously learn how to do it because social media is something that's constantly changing. Obviously, the algorithm is always changing. There's always new platforms that are coming up that you need to learn and watch and see how they're doing and just adapt to. So it's an area that I'm continuing to focus on and help develop for myself and for clients that want help with social strategy. And then the last part for building brand identities, that was just a huge thing again that I learned from the different agencies I had been at, and then throughout college as well. We focus on how to identify your target audience, different personas, getting in the headspace of your brand, what the competitors look like, and just psychological things like colors and how different things read and styles of items and aspects like that. So it's a whole different world to kind of get into, and just with anything, it takes some time to practice and learn. I wouldn't say that you need to have years and years and years of experience to obviously go out on your own, because I did it fairly quickly after graduating and spending some time at agencies, but it did help having that background. But then again, you don't have to. There's plenty of people that are self-taught, and that's a whole different area that I'll go down. I do have a video that is how to become a graphic designer in 2022. So if you are looking for that realm, I would recommend checking out that video. How do you market yourself? Is it mostly through social media, or is it word of mouth by past clients? My breakdown is probably 85% social media. Most of that is honestly probably YouTube. YouTube has been a huge market platform for me to find clients and establish clients and build those relationships. Instagram is the next top one for me. Great platform for me to connect with people. Instagram Reels have made it really easy to gain some more exposure, which has been great. And then the other 15% is word of mouth. So it's either from other clients that are working with other people and just spreading my name that way, or it's from personal relationships too. I have a lot of people in my life that know me and know I do graphic design and brand design, and then they want to connect because of that. How do you run the business and everything that goes along with that? That's a good question. It's something, again, I feel like I just keep saying that I learned after time and time again, but I have established a few really great business tools. I have a video that's also about this, but basically I love HoneyBook. That has been great project management tool. It's been wonderful. I use Loom to record videos and go over projects with clients. I use Instagram again to market myself and YouTube to market myself. I use the Google Business Suite for, first of all, having a business location and just having a platform to get Google reviews on it. And then I also use an email platform through them. And then I have my website through Squarespace. And so a lot of the business just comes to investing into other tools. And that's something you just go along and learn as it comes, your own preference, I would say. I have hired people. I've hired a copywriter who helped with my website. I've hired a photographer that helped with my brand photos that I use on all my marketing materials. So just continuing to invest is a great way for your business and having those different tools to assist your clients. How does a brand identity reflect the personality of a business? This comes down again to the foundation. So with my Brand Identities, we do a whole questionnaire where I study the different audience that you like, your consumers, your personas, everything that revolves around that again, and establish that foundation. Within that, we're thinking about the emotion again that you want to evoke, and so we'll use that within your business, and kind of just the same answer as before. So we're creating that whole level of a personality and rooted in the emotion with everything. So brand design is just about emotion and connecting with your audience. What do you think are the biggest challenges in creating a brand identity? It's definitely narrowing down to that niche and finding who your target audience is and finding out your why. So you want to go beyond your why to be making money. It needs to be something bigger, something that people can connect with and resonate with, and that will help your business grow. It will help people resonate with you, and it will help people want to choose your product over other ones. And that is everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please like it down below. Please consider subscribing. And if you have a question, drop it down below or message me over on Instagram. I'm so happy to help, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.